panic in the streets, everyone. There is no Superman trailer out. CinemaCon was a failure. Now, technically, we do kind of have, I guess you could say, an extended teaser. New footage is releasing during Minecraft or ahead of Minecraft this weekend. I guess you can kind of say it's like a teaser trailer number 2, but maybe that's just me. Now, will it get released online at some point? I am going to say probably not. At least not officially. I don't think that they will. I'm hoping. I hope they do, because I think all the fans want to see it. But officially, I think the way that they spoke about it is, hey, see an extended look at Superman only in theaters with Minecraft. That's kind of how they spoke about it. But I don't want to talk about that, because there's so many negative Nancys out there freaking out about, we did not get this trailer, we didn't get it. Look, I've talked ad nauseum about this for the last 12, 15 hours on social media, on my live show yesterday, which anybody who's watching this that was part of the live show, thank you all so much for joining the live show. I think it was a blast. I had a lot of fun with it. CinemaCon is not for the general public. That is for theater owners and theater chains and operators and such. It's not for the general public. So what they did with this was they showed them footage, and then they're releasing it in the theaters for the theater chains. It makes sense. They're doing that for a specific reason. They're doing it to help bolster ticket sales, revenue for the theater chains. Makes sense, right? Right? Yes, it does. Okay. So moving on. I want to talk about the footage that was shown, and hopefully what we're going to see come this Friday with Minecraft. That's if you're going to go see Minecraft. I'm going to try and go see it. I hope I can, because I want to see this footage. I do want to see it. I have a pretty busy schedule this weekend, so I'm going to make every attempt I can to go see this footage. Now, DCU Hype kind of pulled this from The Hollywood Reporter, this little excerpt from The Hollywood Reporter, and this description of it for the extended preview states, Superman crashes into the snow on the ground. And this is similar to this is exactly what we saw in the first teaser trailer that released back in December. He wheezes and bleeds. He whistles for Krypto. But this is where things start to take shape and change a little bit. And what I want you to notice is there's a lot more to it than what we're going to read here that was in that extended clip. Are we going to get all of that at the viewing, at the extended look that we see at Minecraft? Hopefully. Now, John Campea goes way in depth with it. Maybe I'll play it here. We'll see. Anyways, now Krypto gleefully jumps all over him. And the way John Campea explains it, which is great. I mean, him and everybody here, they're giggling. They're laughing about this. They are joyfully talking about this moment here. Let's see if I can find it.
He shows up, and he's just all excited to see Superman. So he's jumping around and pounding his paws on him like our dog does in the morning when she wants attention. Boom, and biting his foot and dragging him around and Superman is screaming in agony. And then finally the dog realizes
if you see
that something is wrong. But the dog is giggling. I was laughing hysterically.
Oh, everybody was. It was so funny.
And the whole theater was
so unexpected.
And it is so true if you remember the
So again, you sit here and you hear. This is people in the audience they're talking about, loving this moment with Krypto, just showing up with Superman. Now he gets there, and this all plays out. Remember, in the trailer, we see him call for Krypto. Krypto comes in and he pulls him away. We don't see all of this. So this is the extended clip that they're talking about, the extended look at this. So he then says, "Take me home." Krypto licks his face, runs circles around him before finally grabbing his cape with his mouth and dragging him across the snow. A fortress, the Fortress of Solitude, then rises from the ground in an icy formation, and the pair go inside. But it doesn't sit there and tell you, this description doesn't tell you how the door has the sigil, the Superman shield on it, and the door's open. And then you have the robots that are there, and you see them. And I'm telling you guys, this scene, extended scene, sounds fantastic. And again, you listen to John
Right out of the
Symbol of the
comic.
House of L shows up right there on the door, and Krypto just roof, and then the door opens for Krypto. They go in, the robots come in, and I guess they're the
The
housekeepers.
Superman robots.
And they were hilarious.
They were
Again,
hilarious.
love
who was
it.
it?
Alan Tudyk.
Alan
Hilarious.
Tudyk
Fun.
doing the voice of the robot
Alan
butler.
Tudyk doing the voice
Was
This is
hilarious.
great.
So they come in and they go, Superman, and they come in and they pick him up and they take him to a medical facility in the fortress, and they set him up in this thing where they're going to amplify the sun and put him right in this thing.
And you
So they're going to heal Superman, which is this is a moment where we're seeing Krypto. He takes him there to help heal Superman. We don't know what the circumstances are that led to this, but I'm going to stop this here. I encourage you, go find this clip. Go watch John Campia's show. Go find this clip. We sit there. There's more to that extended footage where they heal Superman. He screams in pain as they shoot the sun down on him, like directly on him with magnifying glasses. And then once he's healed, he kind of goes away. He comes back. He sees Krypto has like destroyed the fortress. He talks to the robots. There's a little funny moment with him and the robots. And then as he goes to fly away, Krypto starts to whimper a little bit, like, like, come on, don't leave me. And him and Krypto fly off together. It's one of those things that's just fantastic. Excuse me, it's fantastic. This is exactly the type of stuff that they need to showcase to help get families and kids and people wanting to see this movie. I think this is exactly what they need to show in front of Minecraft. That is why this is perfect marketing for this weekend to put ahead of Minecraft. Opening weekend, people, this is the big weekend for Minecraft. So a lot of people are going to go to this movie. Families in particular, kids are going to go to this movie. This is absolutely what you want to do, is get this in front of that movie. So Warner Brothers movie, get this in front of that movie. 1, it's going to help theater chains. 2, it's going to help boost Minecraft. 3, it's going to get families excited about Superman. I'm seeing things, and yes, I'm calling him out. The film is clearly going to be a comedy. That is not what this means. Just because there's comedic and moments and levity in this 3-minute scene that they showed does not mean that the film is clearly a comedy. And even if there is comedy moments throughout the movie, that does not mean it's a bad thing. I don't understand this whole idea behind believing that comedy equals bad. I don't know where this idea came from. I don't know why people think comedy equals bad. It's beyond me. But let's be honest here. We know that the general audience did not get attached to what came before. They did not. It was not successful. Does that guarantee what's coming now is going to be successful? No. But what came before was not. So they're going to take a swing here. This is great. I hope I get to see it. I think this is perfect for what they need to do this weekend with Minecraft. I think this is perfect for going forward with this. I think, look, I keep saying I think, but I have to say, those people who are sitting there that are acting like this was terrible, we've seen people come out and say the audience loved this. The audience applauded this. The audience was laughing. The audience was into the scene. That's your general audience, people. That's your general audience. Those are the people who are going to go out and they're going to sell this movie to the general audience. These are the people that are going to be sitting there telling everyone, this movie is fun. This movie is heartwarming. This movie is exciting. That's who's going to sell this movie. That is what's going to sell this movie. Now, where's this trailer? Where is the trailer at? It's coming, guys. It's coming. No worries. No worries at all. It's coming. We got April 18th right around the corner, Superman Day. I expect to see the trailer on that day. I would not be surprised, I'm going to tell you this, I would not be surprised if within the next week and a half, that there's finally some teasing that's going to happen from James Gunn. Similar to how they were with the teaser trailer, where in 1 week something comes, or in 5 days something comes, something like that. So be on the lookout for that in a week or two. But that's my belief. That is my belief. But I want to know your thoughts. Look, you may have been disappointed that you did not get to see something come out of CinemaCon. I get that. But step back for a second and think about what you're reading, what you're hearing from people like John Campea, what you're reading from DC Hype and THR, seeing that, understanding that this is going to be attached to Minecraft. And what are your feelings? What is your level of excitement? How do you feel about this? Because to me, this is right on. This is exactly what it needs to be. This is exactly where they need to be pushing this. It's right on the money. But I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, share this around. With all that said, I'll catch you all later.